Instant Team software produced by Heaven Industries makes your project management easier. In this instruction video, we are going to focus on planning. First of all, it is important to say that this instruction video is aimed especially at colleagues with the manager role. Let us create a project. And by clicking on Record, New Task, we will enter the first task. Or we can do so by pressing Ctrl-N. For closer inspection of the task, we can open a window with task properties by double-clicking on the task. When entering a task, it is good to have some effort estimate, meaning how much time this task will take. We enter this value in the field called Plan. We have entered an effort estimate, and now it is important to enter the time the task starts and finishes. For that, we have fields Start and Finish. Scheduling tasks on a specific date is called manual scheduling. Let's plan a whole project using manual scheduling. If we need to change the term of one task, we have to change the terms of all tasks, which are depending on it. Manual scheduling is better for tasks with fixed terms. For example, we can use it to enter a vacation on which a colleague is going in a fixed term. A special task is a milestone. It is a specific moment in our plan. It is a task that doesn't have effort estimate. Milestone starts at the same time as it finishes. Often, it is used as beginning and end to the whole project. The advantage of predecessor scheduling is that if we move one task, the other tasks depending on this task will automatically move too. To use predecessor scheduling, we need to set up predecessors and successors. Work on a successor can start only if the work on all of its predecessors has finished. We can do so in the Gantt chart by dragging a task on a task. We can also link more than two tasks by using the link button. By filling in the order fields P, tasks automatically move to the closest possible terms, so they start right after the end of their predecessors. And if we move one task in the string of tasks bound by predecessor-successor relations, then the other tasks in the string will automatically move too. By filling in the order fields S, tasks will move to the latest possible terms. This scheduling is useful if we have entered a date at the end of the project and we want to know when we can start working at the latest. Let's organize our project into a hierarchy. When we are scheduling, a conflict can arise. It means that somewhere is a problem. When this happens, a red mark shows up next to the task name. To find out the cause of the conflict, we must hold our mouse cursor over the red icon. This task is a part of a cycle. Somewhere is another task, which is both at once successor and predecessor of this task. To eliminate this conflict, we have to open Task Properties in the Task window, and in the Predecessor-Successor section, find the conflicted task and discard it. Cyclic dependency often happens because of the implicit predecessors. When a task becomes a parent of another task, then all of its successor-predecessor relations are transferred to the new subtask. This task is called implicit predecessor or successor. If we use predecessor scheduling, we can look at critical path in the project. Tasks that are critical are highlighted in red. Finishing a critical task in lower time hastens the whole project. Tasks highlighted in blue aren't critical. These tasks can slip without delaying the whole project, so we don't have to pay them as much attention as if they were critical. The amount of time that a task can slip without delaying the last of its follow-up tasks is called total float. Free float is the amount of time that a task can slip without delaying the execution of any of its successors. And this is all for now. On behalf of Hearn Industries, I am saying goodbye to you.